I understand that you do not possess a university degree.
No, sir. No degree. I'm an autodidact, self-taught.
I'm aware of the word. Schooling?
Left at 14 to earn a living.
Honestly, Freddie, it's a bit much.
A bit much, yes. Of course, we, the august delegates of the Oxford University Press, have been attempting to make this dictionary for the last 20 years, and despite the greatest efforts of a whole army of academics, myself included, we are precisely nowhere. Forgive me, that is incorrect. We are, in fact, going backwards. The language is developing faster than our progress. This great tongue of ours, which reaches out across the world, has drawn its guns, sharpened its bayonets, and declared that it will not be tamed. And we, with our debates ad nauseum about the scope, the mode, the purpose of these words, have all but thrown ourselves down in supplication before it, bathed in abject defeat. At this moment, the endeavor is dead. Is that too much, Max? Gentlemen, I'm afraid nothing short of a panacea is called for. I submit that the extraordinary, the unconventional, Mr. Murray, is the solution and our salvation.
Your account, though a bit dramatic, is true, Freddie. But we need something more than impassioned advocacy.
Qualifications come to mind. Perhaps a bachelor's degree.
Qualifications, yes. Well, I'm fluent in Latin and Greek, of course. And beyond those, I have an intimate knowledge of the Romance tongues. Italian, French, Spanish, Catalan, and to a lesser degree, Portuguese, Vaudois, Provençal, and other dialects. In the Teutonic branch, I'm familiar with the German, Dutch, Danish, and Flemish. I've specialized in Anglo-Saxon and Meso-Gothic, and have prepared works for publication on both these languages. I also have a useful knowledge of Russian. I have sufficient knowledge of Hebrew and Syriac to read at sight the Old Testament and the Peshitta, and to a lesser degree, Aramaic, Arabic, Coptic, and Phoenician, to the point where it was left by Gesenius. Forgive me rattling on. I'm sure you have questions.
Mr. Murray, a word comes to mind. Clever. Can you define it? Tell us its history?
I'll make a fist of it, on the hoof, as it were. Clever, adjective, meaning adroit, nimble, dexterous, probably from the Low German clover, or perhaps the Middle Dutch clever, with a K, meaning sprightly or smart.
There it was, staring me in the face. The Home Secretary wouldn't be bamboozled into accepting. Can you believe it? Like Orthrus, two-headed dog of a line, written in the Athenaeum in a single sentence. Your book, Mr. Murray, will need to establish strict rules banning such offenses, beyond which it should fix all spellings, lay down proper pronunciations, and firm up correctness of speech.
We have been here before, Max. What of all the bamboozles, the wouldn'ts, the shouldn'ts, and the couldn'ts to come in the future?
The tongue is at its purest peak, sufficiently refined that it can henceforward only deteriorate. It is up to us to fix it once and for all. Alterations to it can then be permitted or not.
And who do you have do the permitting? You, Max? Me? No. All words are valid in the language. Ancient or new, obsolete or robust, foreign-born or homegrown. The book must inventory every word, every nuance, every twist of etymology, every possible illustrated citation from every English author. All of it or nothing at all.
That would mean reading everything, quoting everything that showed anything to do with the history of the words that are to be cited. The task is gigantic, monumental.
And impossible.
There is a way. A task that might take one man 100 lifetimes could take 100 men just one.
Volunteers. We have tried it before, James, and failed. I'm afraid there are not enough academics in the land.
How many did you enlist?
80, perhaps 90.
With 1,000? You could accomplish it in just a few years.
Where do you propose finding 1,000 men?
Everywhere English is celebrated and spoken. In every bookshop, school, workplace, or home.
Do you mean ordinary people? Amateurs?
English-speaking ones, aye. We'll ask them to read in search of the words that we want and get them to write the word on a slip of paper, along with a quotation that they have found illustrating the very word.
And then post the slip to us.
An entire army covering the breadth of the empire and beyond, drawing a sweep net over the whole of English literature, listing the entirety of their own language.
A dictionary by democracy.
Still edited by us, learned men.
And with this system, Mr. Murray, how long do you estimate to finishing your task?
5 years, 7 at most.
All words and their complete histories?
Every last one.
Dear England.
We are about to embark on the greatest adventure our language has ever known.
Let us begin at Aardvark and never stop till we reach Zymergy.
Zymergy.
I would wager that that is the last word in the language. Surely there is nothing after ZY.
Meaning?
Oh, you'll be able to look it up in a few short years.